Okie dokie. So I think we're probably live now. Good morning, Terry Conroy in Connemara. How are you? Have you got me?
I'm not hearing you very well. Huh?
Have you got me there?
I have now, yeah.
You're in the wilds of Connemara. That's the problem, probably.
Yes.
So listen, I'm going to just
I'm
going to introduce you because you completely fascinate me as a person. And I just think because our whole world is out of kilter at the moment with Mother Nature. When I think of nature, I think about you. First of all, herbalist, author, and my favorite title, of course, that I always think about with you is you call yourself as well a green witch. And so I'm going to hand over to you because you're so interesting, your story's so interesting. But just to say that I did do a course with you, and it completely, I spent 2 days, I think, or a day with you, and it just fascinated me how in tune with nature I felt when I actually left your peaceful, magnificent little cottage. So tell me, what's your advice at the moment for somebody who is totally in tune with nature and to a world that's completely out of step with nature? What's your thoughts on all of this?
I think my thoughts are something you mentioned the other day, the fact that we are destroying habitat. So we're pushing other beings to the point of extinction, and their diseases are jumping and affecting us, which is apparently what's happening now with the coronavirus. So I would say to people, this is a real brilliant opportunity to take stock and to think about what we're doing. I mean, for example, you see people in shopping malls, they're out on a family day out. Why don't they go out to the park or to the countryside? But instead, people are so set in this nonsensical mindset of consumerism that they take their kids out to shopping malls, they do their shopping. I mean, I just don't see the point of it. So this is a wake-up call. It's a chance to do that reconnection that you did when you came here, just taking the time out from busy life to, you know, smell the roses and look at things and be in nature. And even if you only have a little back garden, you can go out in your bare feet and ground yourself. And it is so empowering and so healing to just stand on the earth for 5-10 minutes or 20 minutes or as long as you can, just to heal yourself and to heal that connection that we would have all had at one time.
Terry, I have to ask you to explain to me what's a green witch.
Oh, it's just a term that's bandied about. I suppose it means that I work with plants, and I work with plants on a physical level, that I use them, I harvest them and I use them for physical complaints. But I also believe that plants are highly intelligent beings. They're very sentient, no more than ourselves. And if you can learn to communicate with them, they will pass on their wisdom. So I would do shamanic journeying with plants. I would breathe with plants, and you open your imagination, which is a gateway to any kind of wisdom. And that's how I do it. But anyone can do it. It's simple.
Yeah, the day when we went down to you that time, and we went into your polytunnels, and we were picking something to make a tincture, and you said to us,
you were making a flower essence.
Yeah, you said to us to ask the plant, or to, you know, just to say to the plant, is it okay if and I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to stick this for more than 5 minutes. It sounded like nutty to me when I was a city person. And by the end of the day, and ever since then, when I actually am around plants and flowers, I actually do exactly that, because I do think you'd kind of, you know, that you drilled it into our brain, but I think you made us realize the lack of respect we had for anything green, you know.
Yes. Yeah, I just read a book recently by an American, she's partially Native American and she's partially European, you know, in her ancestry, and she's written a book called Braiding Sweetgrass. And what she's talking about in the book, which is something we can all be thinking about now, is that, especially in light of the fact that a lot of people are saying, oh, the earth wants rid of us because we're so toxic. The earth doesn't want rid of us at all. She just wants us to realize that we're on a wrong path and now's the time to pull back. So what the earth needs from us is co-creation. She needs us to co-create with her. Like, for example, you've been into Connemara and you'll see there's lots of rushy fields full of rushes and they're not being used. That's not wilderness, that's neglect. So Mother Earth needs us to work with her to create a paradise, which is what this place was originally. So we can all do it by showing respect, communing with plants, and you feel it, you know instantly what the message is. All you have to do is open your heart and your mind, and the plants will speak to you. So
and Terry,
it's
if you were to give us,
reciprocity.
Sorry?
It's reciprocity.
Yes,
The
yes.
earth feeds us. Everything we need comes from the earth, and all we have to do is give something back, whether it's a song or just, you know, the I can't pronounce it, the Hawaiian Prayer for forgiveness. Any little thing you want to do yourself, you just make it up on the spot.
Could you give us, Terry, just one of
you.
your tea tips? You know, you made beautiful stuff when we were down there with your drinks and stuff. Have you? What do you think at the moment? Is there anything we can take to like keep us strong? What would you recommend?
Absolutely. What I would recommend is do the bit of grounding on the earth, as I said, in your bare feet, but also look in your kitchen cupboard. You're bound to have some dried sage, rosemary, thyme. They're all culinary herbs, but they're also very medicinal. They have antiviral, antibacterial, antiseptic qualities. Brew up a sage tea if you feel a sore throat coming on. You pour on your boiling water as you would for any kind of herbal tea. Leave it to stand for 20 minutes at least to make it into a medicine. So you do that with sage, rosemary. Thyme is a really good antiviral. Take 3 cups a day. Garlic is a brilliant antiviral, natural antibiotic. So if you can tolerate raw garlic, if you feel you're anyway compromised or you've got a bit of a chill or a cold coming on, raw garlic is amazing. You can infuse it in oil and rub it on your chest. Now you might smell like Sunday roast, but it's a small price to pay for the medicinal benefits. Ginger is very good because one of the things about the coronavirus is it doesn't really like warm temperatures. It prefers the cold. So if you can warm your inside core, get your circulation moving, ginger is very good for that.
Okay,
and
brilliant.
Turmeric, of course.
Okay, well listen, I could talk to you all day because I'm completely fascinated, and I'm in awe of the fact you live in such a magnificent place and you're so tuned into nature. I'm completely jealous of that. But I just thank you very much for talking to me. I'd love to talk to you again because I know when we were down there we touched off menopause with you and you were just fabulous.
Oh yeah.
And I just think you've so many brilliant tips. So I might talk to you again if you wouldn't mind, if we still do this mad thing that we're doing at the moment.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It keeps people's spirits up, and you know, we're sharing information and knowledge and
absolutely. And the other thing I just want to finish by saying is well done on your battle to save the bogs down there. You're a warrior woman, and you're just well done on all the publicity you got around the bogs because it was a disgrace that they were going to mine them.
I know, it's unbelievable that anyone would even think of it.
Absolutely.
So thank God
you're total one of nature's warrior women. You're fabulous.
Well, I just love it.
Well done. And listen, we'll talk to you soon. Stay safe, Terry.
Yeah, you too, Debbie. God bless.
Thanks a million. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a lovely day. Bye.